Welcome back to Functional Habitat, a place where I support you in your self-discovery and self-mastery. I get many questions about what kind of exercise can I do for a bigger butt to what kind of exercise can I do for bigger arms. And I always like to break it down for them like this. Señorito, do you rather have bigger arms and having a high chance of getting hurt? Or señorita, do you rather have a bigger butt with a strong foundation, reducing the risk of injury? What I'm trying to say is that we must find out whether you have a solid foundation or a weak one. In my experience, I've found that most people have poor foundation. Let's use a house as an example. If a house has a solid foundation, what do you think will happen to it in the long run? It'll last longer, right? And it's stable. And that's exactly what an upright posture is. An upright posture keeps the muscles in balance and the body aligned for optimal efficiency. So what if the house has a weak foundation? Then it'll collapse. And that's exactly what's happening when you have a poor posture. The definition of a poor posture basically places an abnormal weight on your joints and it stresses the muscles and tendons, and it often leads to pain. Do you see why it's important to fix these problems instead of skipping to the specific thing you want or having these nagging injuries lingering around? A better way to do this is by hitting those specific muscles you want along with building your foundation. So how do you determine whether you have a poor posture or a good posture? Well, first you must go to the mirror and look at yourself at a side view. You want to imagine that there's a line running down your ears, your shoulders, your hips, and your ankles. And if you don't see a straight line running down, you have a poor posture. You will probably see a forward head or a decrease or increase curvature of the spine. You would need a stretching program or an exercise program to stretch the tight muscles and strengthen the weak ones to bring balance back to your body. I made a special video for my YouTube channel for y'all to start stretching your tight muscles. You might be thinking, what causes tight muscles? Becoming stagnant is what causes it, meaning not moving enough. Emotions also play a role. For instance, if you are scared, you will find that your body tenses up, and this creates an armor around you for protection. This also happens when you get angry and your body tenses up and you feel like you're about to get into a rage. Your fist starts tightening. And what's happening is that you're thinking about the future and perceive it as a threat. That's why I always say that the body is the mind and the mind is the body. Having a stress management practice such as meditation could help you release or relieve your muscles. So let's just say you stretch the tight muscles and you strengthen the loose muscles. Then what? Then you start your primal pattern movement exercises. Primal pattern movement is the seven movements for survival, which are squatting, bending, lunging, pushing, pulling, twisting, and gait. However, if you are deficient with any of these movements, then you are at risk for injury due to poor motor skills. So why would you be deficient with any of these movements, you may ask? Well, to be honest, it could be that your parents rushed you to walk as a baby, so you didn't really get a chance to develop your brain correctly to move your body. Basically, you weren't able to crawl on your tummy or crawl on your knees. If you are deficient in any of these movement patterns, you would need someone who is qualified like me to help you out. In summary, it's important to address these foundations so that you can look great in the long term, reducing the risk of injury. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to message me on here, on YouTube, or on Instagram. And please subscribe for more content to indulge on. Namaste.